Alrighty, and welcome to tonight's final race of MSA LNR console racing. We are at Kyalami. Eventually, where the winners will show their stuff right at the end. So, yeah. Alrighty, let's kick off with this session. Alright, just some feedback. We had a very tight championship going throughout the whole season so far, from Bathurst all the way to Kyalami. And yeah, it comes down to tonight. So let's hope everything else is going to fall in plan. AM Championship so far, Joshua Rousseau is on 240 points, with France also on 240 points, which is going to be nice and tight. And then we got Andre just behind them at 234 points, and Donovan Laherd is at 226 points. So yes, in the AM standings, that is going to be crucial. So I'm really hoping that tonight that the server will play nicely with us tonight. We've obviously got a note that everything is hopefully going to fall into place. We have got some high pings. We have gathered some information that unfortunately the service provider for 4/5 of our drivers that's racing tonight is not performing as they should. So if anything happens tonight, we'll most probably try and postpone the race for the next one to have a nice, all the guys a fighting chance to make their points and hopefully, take the championship in AM and in Pro. So that's just a little bit of a heads up from our side. We quickly made an admin decision on that, so hopefully everything else will work out perfectly. Juan, thanks for joining. Yeah, shout out to the winners. Shaney, no comment. We needed you on track, brother. We're not going to go into detail about that. Gavin, thanks for joining. And we've got Little Racer as well, checking in early tonight to see what the action-packed racing is going to be offering tonight. Righty, so I went through the AM standings. The guys are really going to be gunning it tonight. I just hope Don the Samurai will keep up and push from behind on the AM standings. Where obviously on Kyalami, you need to have the bravery, precision, and consistency. No rain for tonight. Back temperatures should be okay. Anything between 33 and 35 degrees back temperature. So yeah, the guys are still in their free practice. They will go into qualifying soon, the next 3 minutes or so. So yeah, man oh man. Then we're heading over to the pro standings. Shane Kutzer is on 226 points. Jan Buitendag behind him at 224 points. Then we got Johan Shanahan at 200 points. Dean Coetzee at 184 points. Brandon Williams at 142 points. Obviously there was a couple of races that you could not make. Charles Pertures on 86, exactly the same situation. Power issues and so forth, so at least he's on track tonight. So at the moment we have got 9 drivers who's still to join here. I think it is Johan Shanahan that needs to come to the party tonight. Hopefully he won't be that late. So this is going to be a catch-22. Shane obviously joining us on the YouTube channel, not being on track, but all good luck to you, Shane. We're gonna miss you on track. Just putting it out there. Jan Buitenbach and Johan Shanahan, well, you can keep the pace. And then we got Brandon. I know he was doing 141s a little bit earlier today, so let's see how this is all going to be playing out, and if the server is gonna last for a whole hour and 15 minutes. Brandon also going into a high ping now. All right, there he stabilizes. So we're going to be jumping over to qualifying soon. But thanks again for everybody that's been racing with us this MSA season. Thanks a lot for the sponsors and everybody else who's put in the time, all our drivers. Yeah, it's been a good 8 months up until the last one. There was something else I wanted to chat about. Every braking point, every apex, every exit, one mistake could cost you the championship. So I'm sure the guys are going to be feeling the pressure. Jan is very eager to put it in the bag. We know Juan is the good old consistent driver. We saw him at Nord's previous race and just banging that Lexus. So yes, let's hope everyone else is going to work out in the right order. Righty, free practice is coming to an end. Anybody else who wants to shout out on the YouTube channel, if there's anything you want to share, join, I want to say join the Discord channel if you can. If you want to open it up a little bit, but I see the drivers are still in the channel. Can't join in there as yet. Again, thanks for all our YouTube guys. Alrighty, so who is going to take it? Jan, Juan. Hey, even Dean can sneak it in. You never know. 184 points plus. Nah, maybe not. But let's see. Let's see. I think Brandon is definitely going to put the pressure on in his BMW. Johan Rousseau in the BMW. Charles in the BMW. So these three guys, I'm sure, is going to do their best tonight. I'm not too sure where I'm going to be sitting on the track tonight. The beer garden is... Where's the beer garden? Beer garden is at the corner of the clubhouse. So that's where you'll see me waving an LNR flag. So be on the lookout. I'll be there virtually, keeping you entertained, hopefully from this side on the last race. My qualifying is kicking off and it looks a little bit dark, if I'm not mistaken here. I just hope the server did reset properly. Okay, the guys are going out. Ooh, oh, I join. How's the music, guys? Let's get the right buttons, yeah. Before we go live, here we go. Are you ready for this? And then just a quick thank you to Sim Cave. Month 8, still entertaining the guys with all the necessary details and so forth for racing. So we're looking forward to that as we do. Thanks Gert and the team at Simulator Cave. I also just recently bought myself a handbrake for my rig. So yeah, let's see how everything else is going to be working out for the rest of the year. Thanks again for those, and even all our other sponsors. Thank you for everything that you guys are doing in the background, assisting me from time to time. We are also giving a couple of prizes out going on forward for the rest of the year for club and so forth. So please stay tuned, be on the lookout, and we're also going to be giving out some freebies to our YouTube watchers and so forth. Laka. Elke bietjie help, ne? Righty, let's quickly jump in here. Okay, guys are in qualifying. There's about 12 minutes left. Everybody is jumping on track just to try and get this qualifying done as quickly as possible. Hopefully the server, like I said, would last. My ping is also a little bit high, sky high, but it's okay as a spectator. All right, guys, who is going to be first, second, and third? Brandon. Boss Jan Buitenbach. Freaky is in here. Not good, not good. Dean is here. Still need Juan. Let me see if I can get him on a phone call here. Okay. Old Juan. Righty. Sure. Sorry for the quietness. I'm just trying to send out some WhatsApps to get Mr. Shanahan to come and join us. They're quite crucial. Righty. Shanahan has joined us in the pits. Fantastic. So he's just waiting for Meneer Buitendag to come and join us as well. That will be our 10 drivers for tonight. There we go. Charles Pretorius is 144 for qualifying. We know he can do 143s. Little racer, how many competing? We started off the season with... I need to think now quickly. 14 guys, 15 guys, drivers. And unfortunately, due to circumstances and so forth, yeah, some guys pulled out, unfortunately, and we are down to 10 guys. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 guys. Who's not here? Andre is here, John is here. Obviously tonight will only be 10. Shane Kutzer, the leader of this event, unfortunately is not going to be joining us tonight. If that can answer your question there. But at least we're racing. And as I mentioned previously, if the server is going to kick us out, we will postpone the race so that we can get hopefully everybody else back online, and the service providers hopefully will get their stuff in order so we can have decent pings and so forth. So yeah, but thanks again for joining. Righty, Joshua Rousseau 143.8 in the AM class. So far so good. They still got 9 minutes to do their qualifying. Just glad everybody is still here. I really hope that the server is gonna last. Enough of that. I swiftly can change the view here, right? Since it's still dark on track. We're on a fast track for qualifying. Track temp is 24. As the guys are jumping out. Jan, Brandon and Shanahan still needs to do their fastest laps. So we're really looking forward to then. I'm sure these three guys are going to be obviously top 3. Shanahan in his good old faithful Lexus. And I'm sure that vehicle... Ooh, there's a Ford on the side. Do not... Okay. I'm hoping that at least John has changed his tires coming back from Nords, winning that event. I don't even think the Lexus went to the panel shop afterwards. Shane, low 141s. Yeah, I'm sure Brandon Shanahan, we all know that is possible, but I'm not too sure on the Optimum track. Ooh, it's not going to be on qualifying, but we're looking forward to close action tonight. Okay. Brandon in the PM. Little racer, no, unfortunately not. Like I mentioned, I am sitting at the beer corner, not having coffee yet, but yeah, no, not taking the Honda out tonight. The Honda is parked in Park Ferme, where I will hopefully drive that home tonight. I still don't know why they put me in the Honda, but at least I'm here, keeping you company in between all these malkoppies op die baan. There we go, Brandon Williams, 142.8. Jumping to number one. There's still 6 minutes left of qualifying, so they can just carry on this fast track. Everybody else happy with the quality? Sound, just checking there on the YouTube channel. I haven't touched base yet. Thanks, Shano. We must actually get you on the Discord channel, but we understand. Righty. Ooh, Cheetah is gonna take some serious beating tonight. There we go. Dean could see at 142. Thanks, little racer, for the details there. Hallo, Spikes. Is dat 'n almal se naam en net sien wie's wie? Who's who in the zoo? Trying to see as much as we can. Thanks for joining, Spikes. There was a way to see the real names. Righty, so Dean is still up front, followed by Brandon, followed by AM driver Joshua So. There we go, Shanahan top 4. I don't even know what the weather's going to do in this race. They haven't briefed me whatsoever, so I am in the dark as it is. Yay. Ford, BMW, Lexus. It's going to be a tight one. There we go. Shanahan taking first position. Brandon Williams. There we go. Shooting up the ladder board. Jan Buitendag in his McLaren. He's looking to nail this race as well. I hope that the guys have done enough practicing and it all comes down to the next hour of racing. No, this is so awesome. Okay, let me do some admin here for a second. Yeah, you'll see me at the clubhouse here in the front, on the left, on the right. It's Picky Dark. I'm sorry, guys. That's where I'm standing. I'm waving. Alrighty, as we see, he is going through to the S's near Buitendag, and then heading up to Leeuwkop. We turn 10. Nice and easy and slow down the mine shaft as fast as you can. Then obviously next up is the crocodiles. Turn 13 and 14. Double. And then you have got that little kink called the cheetah with the sausage curbs. And then the last corner is Ingwe. Turn 16. Onto the final straight. So hopefully everything else is going to be working out perfectly for these guys tonight. Must like the fire. Okay. Okay. Righty, qualifying is basically done, as some of the guys are already in the pits. There we go, Brandon. 400ths of a second behind Shanahan. Shanahan's really got that Lexus tuned in again on a normal fast track. So the moment we go racing and the track is optimum, we're going to have those low 141s. Mr. Shadow, most used setup. Well, rig wise, console wise, you have got obviously your Logitech for both PlayStation and Xbox. One of the two guys are on Moza. But driving setups, I know some guys is on the Go setup. Other guys just YouTube and work out their own setup. I know Freekie and Jan Buitenbach, they do their own thing as well. I think Frans, Shanahan, Brandon, Dean, I was probably on Go setups. But yeah, the gear comes 90% all from Simulator Cave, the guys who moved over to the Moza. But the other guys that's still on the budget is on Logitech. To answer your question there. Righty, there we go. We know Brandon really tried to shorten or to fill the gap there. But Shanahan is definitely going to be on the leaderboard. See this. Okay. Alrighty, they are now optimum track, 35 degrees. Time of morning. Hangas, ek weet nie. Ek weet nie. Maar we are here. Ons is hier. Alrighty, while they are getting their final things in order, pit strategy, etc., etc. So let's hope everything else is going perfectly. Really don't want to cut the track here, but all know we are at Kyalami. That doesn't look too bad on the stream. Go. Happy with that? Shane, well, we know Juan, and yeah, we've been racing a long time with Mr. Shanahan, and I think he can keep the pace even with broken tires. He's he's got it in the bag. I definitely think he's got it in the bag. So let's hope the server is going to last, and they're going to do a full formation lap for tonight.
20 seconds.
And I'm sure that Brandon, who is not gunning for first, second, or third, would not be an issue tonight. Let's hope the racing strategy is worked out perfectly. Righty, and off the line they go for the formation lap, where they will obviously be heating up a little bit of tires, brakes, and making sure they settle in with the nerves. Not that I think Mr. Shanahan's got any nerves left. Brandon hitting a little bit of an orange there. Oopsie, there we go. A little bit desperate to heat up the tires. Hope he hasn't got damage on that barrier now, but unfortunately that happens. He's going to be making his way back to second position. Still got a little bit of time left. There we go. Been in the good old faithful Ford. He's been doing well throughout the year in the Ford. And obviously we're going to have Mr. Rousseau in the mix as well. I see Ian is definitely eager with the McLaren here as they are heading up to Leeuwkop. See that you see the latency there on Jan's vehicle. It's a bit jittery. Well, I think that's only on our side. Righty. 10 guys it is. 2 Astons, 3 BMWs, 1 McLaren, 1 Lexus, 2 Fords, 1 Ferrari. Hey, we can't throw away Frans Stofberg. Consistency is there. Righty, as they're heading to Tita. Okay, Brandon. Your ping is better, mate, John. Let's keep it there. Where would we spectate on this start of this race? Oh, we already had a DC. Dean Kutsia is out. Sorry, my chum. Let's stick to Mr. Rousseau, our AM driver, in third position for the pull away. And as we have green lights very, very soon, who will take the first corner?
Green light, go,
and
go.
They are off. Jan already got a drive-through penalty. I think he was a little bit too quick on the throttle. Chasing down. And we've got the Lexus, it seems like, side by side. Ooh, are they going to touch? No, they didn't. Okay, so far so good. Brandon, second position, followed by Jan. It's just too bad he was a bit too quick on the throttle. And I'm hoping that Dean will join us. Lexus is already pulling a little bit of a gap. Not too sure what the fuel strategy is. But as we know, Jan unfortunately has to do his drive-through penalty within the 3 laps. Oh, sorry, Jan. A little bit too eager. Alrighty, back to 10 guys. Mr. Dean has joined us back. Thank you. Hoping that the silver will last. Righty. Still a bit of a gap. A little bit further down. Who do we have here? We got a Ford flashing, and then we got a BMW of Joshua Rousseau. Let's hope everything else will be working out good here. These guys are chasing each other. Shoal and Joshua making it through onto the first lap. No incidences except for the DC for Dean Kutsia, unfortunately. Okay, Dean has also gone yellow. He was red the whole qualifying, so I'm hoping that everything else will be sorting out. I see Juan going a little orange. Oh no. Come guys, come guys. Alrighty. Battle here, Rousseau and Scholl. If I'm hoping that Freki is not keeping Mr. Rousseau up. Let's just have a clean pass here, guys. Rousseau going on the outside. Is he going to be undercutting him? No. But he's definitely pushing. And Scholl just checking out what is going on. Hanging in here. Alrighty. Juan has already got a 700th of a second gap in front of Brandon. I think Brandon just wants to keep Juan company for this event. And Jan also needs to do his drive-through penalty. Okay. Andre Jordan, who was last on the qualifying, moved up to 7th position. Followed by France and the Ferrari. Where's our cameraman? There we go. Here's the Ferrari. Following down. Then we got Dean, the Samurai. Bomdon. Alrighty, and then unfortunately Dean, after a DC, joined us back. I think he's a lap down, but thanks for rejoining. Everybody's gone yellow. Fantastic. That means the server is going to last. Righty, 56 minutes to go. Actually been quite a nice, good couple of laps here. Clean laps for the start of this race. I feel that Freki is keeping Joshua Rousseau at bay. That's not really going to help Freki because Jan still needs to do his drive-through penalty. I hope he's seen that on his display. He doesn't want to be disqualified. Righty, while these guys are having a good battle, is Brandon going to make a move? Shane, what do you say, Chom? Is anybody in that Discord channel? Are they even on the same channel? Having a discussion. As we know, points is points. As long as I don't make a freak accident, touch wood, I didn't say it, I didn't call it, I'm just saying. Let's keep it nice and tidy. Shanahan has gone the fastest lap here. Oh, now I must press some buttons to get to the time labs here. Oh no, okay. No, I don't. Righty. 142.797 is so fast. Fastest lap, optimum 35 degrees on track. Yay. Alrighty, Brandon did put some pressure, giving a little bit of a gap again. And this is obviously where you can see the differences between the drivers and the GT3s. Who is strong on what section of the track. And it all comes down to downforce and setup. So let's hope. This is, at the moment, I want to say the closest battle. As you can see, the BM is a lot later on the brakes. And they having a nice big gap. Alrighty, so we are now down a couple of drivers. Genier. Genier. Righty, Dean is in, Don is in, Freekie is in, Charles is in. Oh, Andre is gone. Brandon Williams taking the fastest lap now, chasing down the Lexus. These two are definitely creating a gap of their own here in the front, keeping each other occupied. Obviously Brandon in Shanahan's mirrors all the time. We got Charles and Rousseau that still need to have a little bit of a battle going on. But Joshua Rousseau third overall and first in AM standings. Well done to him. Charles fourth position overall, but third in pro class. I'm really hoping the other guys are going to join back in if they did DC. Let's quickly. Andre is definitely gone. France is still in. Joshua's in. Charles is in. Brandon is in. Dean is still on track. Yeah, okay. Not good. Not good at all. But we are racing. Let's just check if there's any WhatsApps going on. Jump onto the front. Everything else is nice and quiet. Let's jump here to the front. Yay, a little bit of a gap. Still got 15 minutes of racing going. Alrighty. Vicky moved down. Obviously Dean, that DC'd, is still on track. Real sportsmanship, making sure you can jump back on track. So let's hope the rest of the guys can join back. Okay. Don the Samurai still there. Shanahan has taken the fastest lap again away from Brandon. Shane. Yeah, they'll keep each other honest. Mr. Brandon Williams and Johan Shanahan. Righty. Mr. Rousseau. Jan also had a DC. Righty. Jan, I hope you're going to join us. Please jump back on track. Righty. Joshua Rousseau pushing hard. As you can see, the BM catches him on certain sectors of the track. I actually want to do one of these. See if I can jump on to Mr. Brandon Williams. Where's the right button? It's, come on. There we go. Let's have a lap with Brandon Williams in the BM, second position, chasing down Shanahan. Making it stick. 9 laps into this race. Nursing it around, gaming towards Cheetah. Keeping it safe from the sausage curb into Ingwe. .142, nearly 142 dead on his fastest lap. So far so good. Hitting into Crowthorne. Heading into the Yuxay sweep. Into the barbecue. There we go. Don't go too wide. There we go. All the way to Sunset. There you go. Hey, you'll see me there on the right hand side. No, there we go. You'll see me there under the beer tent. Into the clubhouse. You see I'm waving. Did you see me wave? Oh, I hope so. Righty, into the S's. Keeping it nice and tidy. All the way up to Leeuwkop. Juan getting it a little bit sideways there on the brakes. Down the mine shaft to the crocodiles. Through Cheetah, leave the sausage. There we go, into Igwe. DQ can't log back in. Andre, I'm sorry, bro. Righty, let's quickly see if I can jump on to Shanahan. Right button. That one. Let's do a lap with the leader in the Lexus. Two driving styles that are completely different. Shanahan just keeping the pace, keeping it, nursing the Lexus around. Here's the clubhouse again. Did you see me? I'm next to the crane. There we go. Alrighty, I'm not going to mention it again. If you waved, I waved. Going through the S's, they're definitely catching some traffic here. So let's stay on board with Mr. Shanahan for this complete lap, all the way up to Leeuwkop. Jan Buitenbach also getting a drive-through penalty. He's back. Oh, he jumped back. Okay, cool. But he still got the drive-through, so he needs to finish that. So it's just Andre that can't log on back onto the lobby according to the groups. But let's hope he can try again in 2 minutes. There we go. Missing the sausage curb into Igwe. Fantastic. 142.425 is a current lap. Okay, you guys happy with that? I am happy with that. As we can see, Brandon is just following a distance. Mr. Shadow. Well, that's the difference between the two drivers and their two cars. We know Brandon can be fast as well. I think Shanahan has dialed in this Lexus this whole year. Didn't we race last year in the Lexus as well? Shane, did we do Lexus last year as well, didn't we? Why do I think we did? But yes, the teams know their brands, know their cars, and they are so happy to be with us at LNR. Let me jump back to the main screen. Joshua Rousseau. I was really hoping that Charles would catch up to him, but he's got a lacquer gap. Fresh air, no pressure for AM standings. He'll be taking that first position. We did the Lexus in season 3, that is correct. So again, that's why Shanahan is comfortable in that Lexus. We did some good racing season 3. Thanks, Shane. Righty. Charles not too far behind, 4.5 seconds behind Joshua. We've still got 42 minutes left of this race. France will have a little bit pressure from Don Samurai if everything works out perfectly. Righty, Jan has joined us back. It's just unfortunate Andre Jordan, which could not log back to the lobby. I want to ask him to try and keep on trying. Let's see if anything's going to happen. Unfortunately, Jan must do his drive-through penalty hopefully right now, and he does. And again, hats off to Jan. Jan actually joined us on the Nürburgring as well. Well, the Nords. And his Thrustmaster wheel broke off. Like completely broke off. He jumped back to the pits and he connected his controller. And he did the rest of the race on controller on ACC, which I can guarantee you is not the easiest thing to do. But hats off to him for at least rejoining and being part of the fun and the racing, even on controller. He tried. I can't lie to you, he tried his utmost best. Alrighty, back to the leaders, where Shanahan is hitting a little bit traffic. Who's in the mix here? There's a Ferrari. They're catching up to Dean. Dean will have some blue flags waving. We know Dean also had the DC ride in the beginning. Again, thank you for rejoining the race, Dean, as he lets the BMW go through. Fantastic. Alrighty, Shanahan still doing a 142 flat on the optimum track. 35 degrees, 38 minutes to go. Who else is Breaky? Keep it on the black stuff, brother. We know that sausage curb is ugly, but yeah. Stadig is net so vinnig. Taking it easy. Trying to get the gravel off the tires. Yay. France hanging in there. Second in AM standings. 5th overall so far. Touching the sausage curb there a little bit. Not looking good. Alright, we got another DC. Who DC'd? Who DC'd? Oh, come on. Come on, server. Jan is in the pits. Dean is still out there. Done the samurai. Oh man, dis nie lekker nie. I do apologize, but unfortunately this is completely out of our control. Welcome to South Africa. We love the people, we hate the network. No, I'm just joking. Some of the networks is awesome, but they could only work out a better strategy for the gaming servers, for us here at the bottom of Africa. But anyway, we are still here and we are still racing. Okay. Nice, evenly spread up throughout the racetrack. What is that? 25. Frans Stoffberg. 2-second gap here between France and Don. Kom Fransie, dial in that Ferrari, brother. Dial it in, dial it in. Don is closing slowly but surely. Thinking that Aston is now in its peak here at 37 minutes to go. Rest of the race. They still need to do one pit stop. So let's see who will be pitting first between Shanahan and Mr. Brandon Williams. I still need to take my lawnmower for a drive. Still parked in Park Ferme. I do see some grass here on the side. Needs a bit of cutting. So I'll most probably do that after this race. Okay, where are we heading off to now? These guys. 5-second gap there. 1 minute gap there. Nobody's under pressure. It's just Don and France for second and third position for AM standings. Having a little bit of a go. Unfortunately, Jan is obviously out on track after DC. Rejoining, and unfortunately the time for the points is going to be crucial. He's standing on 224 points. Dean is standing at 184 points, and then obviously right at the top we've got Shanahan at 200 and Brandon on 142. So far it's a Shannon race, Shannon championship. Ooh, Jan, hou vast papa, hier gaan ons. Big gap here all the way to third position overall between the two leaders. Definitely no pressure there. And between the AMs, France, Joshua. Well, France is on 240 and Joshua is on 240 points. So they just need to carry on. If Joshua wants to take the win, he needs to keep that BMW on track. France. Well, this is going to be a tight one. First and second, it is what it is. Unfortunately, Andre had a DC, cannot get back onto the server. And Don in third. Just move up the leaderboard. He'll move up to third position overall for the final standings. Brandon Williams is in the pits. Okay, let's see here if there's any feedback. Brandon Williams getting a drive-through. Well, according to his WhatsApp. Not too sure if he hit the wrong gear. Jan Buitenbach, DSQ. Why did you do that? Track penalties. Okay, well, sorry, Jan. And Freekie is also DC'd. Okay. Rest from here, it is awfully quiet on the groups. Jan, I'm not too sure why you got the DSQ. Sorry, my chum. Definitely not planned. This is just not like a... We've lost you, we got you back. Rieki is still not back. Andre is not back. Righty. Joshua is so moving up to second position. We don't know what the fuel strategies are like or the pits. So hoping everything is working out. Brandon cleared his pit, back on track. 32 minutes to go. Jan, yeah, not too sure why it did that. Not too sure if the DC played a role, that you had to do the drive-through twice. Don't know. Sorry, my chum. Righty, Dean Kutsia still hanging in there in 7th position. France jumping into the pits, leaving the pits now. Alrighty, he's cleared everything. Now guys, stay clear of the white line till the end. Okay. And as the leader, it's not further down. Mr. Shanahan. Pushing the Lexus to its limits. Looking great. Joshua is so in the pits. Charles Pretorius followed in the pits. Ooh, I hope he didn't hit the wall there as they both came in. Crucial points here. Don is still pushing hard. He also needs to do his pit. Followed by Brandon, not too far down. Alrighty, so they all move up the leaderboard.
We are halfway through. Keep it up.
There we go. Would there be a splash and dash for Mr. Shanahan within the last, let's say, 10 minutes of the race? Oh, this could be fun. It all depends on lap times for Mr. Brandon Williams to catch up. Close that gap. Righty. There we go. He's leaving. Freaky is back on track after DC. He's going to be unfortunately a little bit longer in pits. But at least they are joining. Hey, jy kan nie oor daai wit lyn ry nie. Okay. Fran's happy with that gap. Fresh air. Fresh tires, hopefully. Righty. I'll say Don the Samurai. Let's hope your pit strategy is going to be working out brilliantly and you can at least move up the leaderboard after your pit stop. Depends on how far Mr. Rousseau is. Hey, we never know. Let's see what happens. The leader is catching Frans Stoffberg. He will have blue flags waving a little bit later. Just too bad Andre Jordan could not rejoin the server. Righty, Freaky's also back on track. No, Freaky just DC'd as well again. Oh. Jan points. We'll just have to double check exactly what's going to happen. But points is points. We'll run it past admin and just chat with MSA as well due to the DCs and so forth tonight. So yes, we will definitely look into that for you before we make any final announcements. But so far Shanahan is in the lead. Brandon Williams second position as Mr. Shanahan is going to be making a pass. Thank you very much. Blue flag. Moving out the way when it's safe to do so. Thank you, Frans. I just had a glitch myself. Not good at all. Okay. Brandon just made a pass on Don the Samurai. Hello and goodbye, BMW. As Brandon will be, let's just see in the next sector if there's going to be a time indication how big the gap is. Well, at this stage, if Shanahan pits and Brandon takes first position, it's still a Shanahan race. Championship win due to Mr. Brandon Williams. It's a little bit further down the leaderboard. But let's hope they can keep each other company in the front for the next, I want to say, 20 minutes of the race. If all goes well. Righty, Shanahan is in the pits while Brandon is still coming down the mine shaft on the way to the Crocodiles. I see he's there parked right on top of that McLaren. Oh, and I just see Dean doing exactly the same. Alrighty, through Cheetah he goes. And the Lexus still hasn't left the pits yet, as Brandon is doing the last corner, and there we go. Ooh, where are they going to be coming out? Hopefully, I can hear the Lexus. Did he snatch it? Oh, this is going to be tight. This is what we're talking about. Brandon Williams, first position, followed by Shanahan, championship leader. Would Shanahan now give chase to Brandon, put a little bit of pressure on him as well, as he did on the beginning of the race on Shanahan. So let's see what is going to be playing out here. The moment that Lexus tires are optimum for the next 24 minutes, this is going to be the action-packed racing that we are all hoping for. Alrighty, Don is still in third. He still needs to do a pit, and myself, but my car's in park firme, so I won't be driving it out soon. Righty. As you can hear, the Lexus making a noise all the way down the mine shaft. Shanahan pushing hard. What is the time gap between Don and Rousseau? Mr. Joshua. Not a big gap, it sounds like. 48. 48's Dean. I was hearing the Ford. Here we go, cameraman. Right, and again, thanks for everybody that rejoined. Okay, oh, there we go. Mr. Don the Samurai in the pits. Shanahan is 1.2 seconds behind Brandon. Is he going to be chasing down as this Lexus? There we go, Jan. Thanks for the comments. Shanahan is definitely going to take the win if we don't DC or anything like that. He'll take the championship in the Lexus. But just have to double check the rest of the point standing. But so far so good. Righty, further down the field, Charles. 32 seconds between Shanahan and Rousseau, which is quite big. Charles hanging in there, 17 seconds behind Rousseau. France, waar's die twee manne? Alrighty, Don obviously did his pit, but he's now in the middle of nowhere. France is, I want to say, nearly a complete sector in front of him. There we go, 18 seconds difference between France and Don. Ferrari versus Aston there. Dean Kutsia hanging in there. Nelson, thanks for joining here on the YouTube channel. We've had some fun, and we had some unfortunately DCs on tonight's race, but we are still here. We're going to have some action here in the front very, very soon, as I'm hoping the Lexus, well, the tires should be warm by now. Kom Johan, refo meneer Roy papa. Catch the BM. Shanahan still has the fastest lap of the race of a 142, nearly dead. Gap is closing slowly. But I'm sure Shanahan is definitely not going to be backing off on Brandon. I think it was just the right pit strategy. Keep it clean. Yeah, hundreds of a second slower. Okay, well, every lap counts. Okay, further down the field, Charles, everybody else is spread out nicely. No pressure. Everybody just needs to focus on the track. Keep hitting it on track. Leaving the sausage curbs. And just completing this race for the next 19 minutes. Brandon Williams taking the fastest lap away from Shanahan. And what did he do on lap, what is this, lap 22, 23, 141.9. All right, as we can see, they are dialing in. On the lap time, Shane, you did call the 141s. What did I say? Did I say 142 or did I say 141? 141.9, that's it. As the gap is definitely closer, down to 800 of a second. Shanahan not backing off. He wants to win the championship and take first position. If not, why not? But again, these two guys are the aliens of LNR. Shane, you were in the mix here. Consistency is key. And we were all fast, right? Yes. Here, me, you, everybody. Everybody's fast. It's just, are you in the AM standings or in the pro standings? But we're all fast, right? Right. Okay, 17 minutes to go. Let's quickly have a look further down. Freki is back into the lobby. Still a little bit of a high ping, unfortunately. Yo. Yeah. This is where we want to be. Shanahan putting the pressure on Brandon. Would he make a move without making an incident? Let's keep it clean, guys. Shane, would Brandon make a mistake? We don't know. Yellow flag. Somebody's... Oh, yellow flag for the McLaren that's in the pits. I think it's still idling. Don't know. Okay. Yellow flag's passed. Shanahan at a 142.2. Brandon at a 142.7. So the pressure is definitely on. This is the battle we need on every race. We know Brandon obviously didn't race for a year, but he is back with a vengeance. And I'm hoping these two guys will go at it at Season 4 Club, which we will be starting in end of October for the finals. If you guys want to join, please join us on our Discord channel. You'll find us on Facebook, our website, and so forth. Put your name up, we'll make contact and see if you can keep up with these top drivers. And we are also introducing PMR to the mix of racing at LNR console. Here we go. BM is definitely got a little bit of a pull out the corners. Ooh, look at these times. 142.2, 142.1. I don't know who's sweating more here. Is it going to be Brandon or Juan? Further down the field, it looks like the rest of the guys are all spread out evenly. And I just see a blue flag. There's no chance. Uh-oh. John, keep it steady, my chum. Shane, yeah, Brandon, I'm sure can handle the pressure from Juan. But they are both sweating, I can guarantee you that. I just don't want to leave the scene and then something happens. As Brandon is a little bit earlier on the brakes in that corner, coming through to Cheetah. Tapping the brake, just getting the nose back onto the road. I think Shanahan is ready to make a move. Trying to get the slipstream again. Welcome to LNR Racing. I'm so quiet. I'm just waiting for the move to be made. So I do apologize. Making sure he goes through Sunset into the clubhouse. Nice and close. That's why I said some sectors. Some cars are a little bit faster than the others. Everybody else on track. Not seeing any yellow flags. Man alive. Hey Juan, put on the wipers, man. There we go. A little bit later on the brakes. Brandon feeling the pressure here from the Lexus. I'm sure you can hear the Lexus inside that BMW. Alrighty. I didn't check the lap times there, but Brandon has still got the fastest lap of the race so far. Righty. Will I move through the field? Will I stick here? These two guys are very close. Joshua Rousseau still in third position overall and first in AM. Oef, dit is so naby. Dit is so naby. Brandon making sure that BMW is as wide as possible. Keeping our championship leader in his mirrors. Great braking. Awesome to watch. Okay. Ek wil nie die aksie mis nie. Alrighty, further down, Joshua Rousseau, Lacquer, no battles, no nothing, followed by Charles Pretorius hanging in there. Charles the medic as we know him. He's the guy on track, followed by France in the Ferrari. Lekker, driving Miss Daisy. Don the Samurai further down the field. Dean Kutsia. Yeah, we know he can also do the lap times. Let's quickly have a look here, just for the fun of it. Dean 142.4. The rest of his lap times are all 42s. Lekker, lekker. Yeah, that gap is still 200ths of a second between these two guys. Ooh, kan ik zo ver zien? Is the gap just a little bit too big? Did the Lexus have a better exit? Side by side. Are they? No, yes, no. Oof. Oh. Hulle gaan my senuwees klaarmaak. Man alive. Side by side, he dives on the inside. Is he going to stick it? Is he going to make it stick? Ooh. Just love it when the guys respect each other as well. To give each other the right amount of gap. And you know when to back off and when not to back off. Oh. Okay, and there goes the BM again. Does Juan have a little bit more wing than the BM? Listen, I don't want to be ugly. I don't want to have Juan in my mirror putting on a lot of pressure. And they go at it again. Rest of the field again evenly spread. I'm not seeing any battles except here in the front. 30 laps. They got 6 more minutes to go for this race. Jan, we'll get back to you on the point standing, which we'll take up with management. I mean, you were lying second overall with 224. I'm thinking that you would be, I'm speculating here, taking second position in MSA Championship this year, followed by Dean and then Brandon. Ooh, hulle is baie naby. Was that a short shift on the Lexus? There's a green flag. Why is there a green flag? Go, 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 go. Alrighty. Brandon keeping it wide. Trying to not to give Shanahan any free flow there from the front. And I'm suspecting a little bit more wing on the Lexus versus the BM. But again, Juan not backing down. He's been reading Brandon's driving style and corners for the last couple of laps. But this is looking awesome. Thanks for entertaining us, Brandon and Juan. Doing their best behind the wheel at home, in the comfort of their own home. Righty, so Joshua is so obviously then taking this championship in the AM standings, followed by France. Andre, unfortunately, DC. Don will move most probably up to third position for the standings. We'll just double check that after the race, but so far so good. So yeah, should we stick to these guys for the next 4 minutes of the race. Should we jump on board of Shanahan? I just found the right button. There we go. Should we jump on the BM? As you can see, this Lexus is just there. Juan is not letting go of this rear bumper. 3 minutes left of this race. There you can see the track and the mirror. Juan not backing down. Down the mine shaft they go. There we go. That is... There we go. He has taken the position. Flashing lights. No, 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 no. Keep it on track. There we go. Okay. Well done, Brandon. Keeping it on track. Throwing the lights at Shanahan. What a move. On the inside through the crocodile. Onto Crowthorne now. Gap is already big. Brandon, is he going to be just hanging in there? There's 2 minutes left, flashing the lights. Oh, well done, guys. Being passed by Juan Shanahan. I wouldn't say Brandon was too happy about the move, but we saw that coming. I think the Lexus just got it again tonight. Shane, these guys have been sweating. If I'm looking at the way the steering wheel is turning here from Mr. Williams, ek sal sê hy is bietjie geïrriteerd hoor. Righty, I think they got this lap, well, the end of this lap and another lap to go. Well done, Juan. I did mention earlier, let's just have a clean pass. Respect each other, and that's what they've done. Brandon didn't close the gap completely, but he just followed through.
Alright, man.
There we go.
The final lap. Give it a final push.
Let's stick to Brandon here. Let's change the view for the final lap. And I'm hoping that the guys are enjoying it as I am here from a spectator view. As you can see, the fastest lap so far belongs to Brandon, and I'm not too sure if Shanahan is going to take it away from him now, but they've been averaging the low 42s for this entire hour. And this is what it comes down to. Well done to our final guys. It's finished our 8 drivers. Unfortunately, due to server issues and so forth, we have lost some guys. Alrighty, as they go to the last corner, through Cheetah into Igwe. Ooh, Brandon on the grass again. There we go. Race comes to an end. There we go.
Let's finish the race.
Well done, guys. Thanks for the entertainment. Thanks for the clean action racing tonight. As you said, Jan, dat jy mos gesê hy gaan hom vat. Yes. Yes. That is the truth. Brandon jumping to the pit straight away, not even finishing his lap. Ay, ay, ay. Followed by Mr. Rousseau coming through Cheetah on the way to Ingwe. Charles not too far, but far behind him. He's taking third position tonight for Pro Class. Frans Stoffberg, followed by Don the Samurai. They've been each other's mirrors for a while. And so forth. Dean, obviously, unfortunately, had the DC in the beginning, but Dean is also a good competitor, keeping the pace. But unfortunately, things happen as the guys are doing a little bit of a spin out here at the back. Jan, thanks for sticking it with us and on the YouTube channel as well. There's our final standings. This has been awesome. Let's quickly jump here. I need to press some buttons to get... I want to save the highlights. Of the race. While that's busy, again, a big thank you to all our sponsors throughout the year. It has been awesome, 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 awesome. Mazda Volvo, Virtual Assist Pro, BV Auto Repairs, EPS, Simulator Cave, our Legacy Emergency Services. They're from Charles the Medic, Cellular City, assisted by Dean Kutsia, Ahur Auto, our own Samurai, also assisting us throughout the year. And without these sponsorships, this wouldn't have been possible even to stream it. So thanks to everybody that's putting in their weight from the administration team, and thanks again to MSA that has also been with us, and then Simulator Cave that's helping us all out on our rigs, flight simulators, anything to do with sims. Simulator Cave is the guy to talk to. Gert and his team, awesome, awesome, awesome. Based here in the East Rand, and yeah, always make the time to assist drivers and talk to them. Assist, so yeah. Jan, final results I think will be out tomorrow, yes. But for tonight, yeah, I know I called it, but we just have to double check exactly where everybody ended off on point standing. So that will be final, will be sent out. And thanks again for being here with us. But are you sure? Jan, Shane unfortunately had other plans. Okay, so let us quickly recap. Gallery. And I just want to press the pause button. Pause button. Alrighty, I think everybody's in the lobby. I hope everybody's in the lobby. Dun, 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 dun. Jan, yes, Shane was supposed to be there, but unfortunately things changed on his side. He's going to be missed. He's definitely going to be missed on track, on console side. But unfortunately, everybody makes their decisions and moving on. Not easy, but yeah. Hopefully we all can move in that same direction one day. Alrighty, everybody else is here in the lobby. Let's quickly check here. In with the guys. So hopefully it's not going to be too loud. Well, good evening, everybody.
No, my connection is fine. Hello.
Alrighty, great. I hope everybody's going to be muted for a couple of minutes. Oh, sy, kyk nou mooi, luister ons op die laaste race. Ek like it. Righty, let's quickly, I've got the highlights going in the background. Let's quickly check here. Should we start with our championship winner, Mr. Shanahan? Juan? Welcome.
Rudy, jou mic is baie hakkerig.
Is my mic bietjie hakkerig?
I think I'm just trying to see the points. Better.
Okay. Is mic
Ja,
better?
you come and go. Jy kom en gaan.
Jy kom maar, gaan ook so bietjie dien.
Just get to the PC. I just want to see something quickly.
Okay, Don, you do your thing. Mr. Shanahan?
Yeah, I'm just going on to the PC quickly. I just want to check some grids and see something.
Kom ons kyk of ek jou kan harder kry hierso. Shane, Mike's 'n bietjie sag, brother.
Hallo.
Hy skree op my.
Hallo.
Righty, Shane, congratulations. What a race here. I want to say on the last couple of laps. You had Brendan on your case the entire race.
Yes, that was fun. Me and Brandon had a good scrap in the beginning and lost a little bit in the pits. Came out behind him, and then it was the funnest race I've had on MSA yet. That was epic.
That was epic, definitely. We had a good view. Everybody in the commentating box and on the side of the track was actually quite standing up and on the edge of their seats for the last couple of laps. So well done to you and Brandon. And I'm sure we can at least say that, Shannon, you have taken the MSA Championship for this event again. Who won last year? I can't even remember. Who won last year?
Someone lost here.
I say, tweede een aan die sak, papa.
Dink so ja. Dis nie 100% seker nie die punte so bietjie deur mekaar, maar ja.
Yeah, well done. But well done on your Lexus. I think the setup was quite good. I think you waited maybe a bit too long for the pit strategy. What was your pit strategy over that?
I was trying to do a little bit fresher tires at the end. Lower fuel, fresher tires. Because I was eating the tires a little bit on my setup. So I was hoping to keep the pace, but yeah, lost a little bit going into the pits. But yeah, that's good. It made for a fun race.
And I think Shane also called that tire issue from the beginning, that saying that the Lexus will be trying a little bit more than the rest. But I think you coped well, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Wie was ons volgende? Wie het ons volgende gehad? We've got Mr. Rousseau taking first position for the AM. Mr. Rousseau?
Yeah. Yes, actually so.
You had a peaceful race?
Very, very peaceful is not the best word to describe it, but yeah, uneventful, yes. But lekker, still, it felt good, and I'm happy with the result.
Fantastic. And I mean, you didn't have any big battles. I think it was only on the start where everything was a little bit clushed up in the, I want to say, the first 2 laps, and then from there everything just what's the right word
Yeah,
I'm
it
looking
cleared
for?
up.
Cleared up,
And I
yeah.
was all on my lonesome for the majority of the race. It's a pity about guys who got disconnected. I think the race would have had a different result. Well, definitely would have had a different result if they were still in.
I was hoping that Charles, the medic, is also going to give you a little bit of pressure there from behind, but I think he didn't work as hard as he set up as what you did.
Yeah, I've been busy for a couple of days with it. I think it worked for me, so I'm happy with it as it is.
Fantastic. And I see, well, congratulations on your championship win as well for the AM standings for MSA. And we are looking
Thank you.
forward
Thank you,
to the next couple of racing next year if everything falls in place. Then we've also got France. France, you have taken second position as far as I know for AM standings as well.
Yeah, that was correct. Yeah, Josh and I were battling it out for first place for the championship and obviously for the race. So, congratulations, Josh, on your win on both.
Yeah, thank you, France. Tied all the way through, I think, or most of the way through. We were tied.
Yeah, and it was an awesome season and a great race. I think the race went well. Donovan and I had a little bit of a scrap. I couldn't keep up with him. I had a good lead in the beginning, but he chowed out at that lap by lap. He caught up with me, went into the pits, hoped for a bit of an undercut, and yeah, if Don made a bit of a boo-boo when he's on his one, and that helped me. Yeah, and then almost ran out of fuel, so I had to slack down a little bit on the last couple of laps. So, but yeah, all in all, was a fun race.
Glad that Don the Samurai was also part of the racing there at the end, France.
Yeah, yeah, no, absolutely. I haven't seen him in a while, so it was a good one.
You usually view him in the pits, you know. He's got the record for the pit standings and pit strategies. So, but Don, thanks again for joining us here as well, and yeah, well done to your race as well.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I made a mistake on lap one. The tabletop I spun out, got on the power too early. So I had to fight back, put up with France. When he pitted, I stayed out. And the lap that I was going to pit, I was going a bit too fast, and I decided not to go in the pits, and I came back on track, and I hit the wall on the other side. So yeah, my pit stop ended up in 42 seconds, but it was good fun chasing France down. I got through to the 42, so I'm very happy with that, especially with the long layoff of racing ACC. But yeah, that was good. It's just unfortunate with the Afrios issue with some of the guys. I'm actually busy trying to just calculate the championships to see if there's anything major. But yeah, no, good. Congratulations to Josh, well done, and to Shenanigans. Well deserved. You guys have put the time and effort in, and yeah, you guys have been rewarded with the championships. Awesome stuff.
Thanks, Dean. Obviously, Don is also Don, and Dean. Dean is also in the chat here, but unfortunately, he had a DC. But Dean, thanks for rejoining the race as well.
Kim and Jan did join back.
Yeah, Jan and Freekie also joined back, but I they DC'd again. So unfortunately, due to
I'm just gonna pull
the situations, but and yeah, Dean, you didn't have any big fights or anything. You also just hanging in there from the start.
Yeah, no fights. By the time I got back onto the track, I think I was 2 laps behind. So I was just hoping that the guys in front of me makes mistakes, and which a couple of guys did. But yeah, it's to qualify third and then DC'd on the formation lap. It's not what you want. But you know what? That's racing. That is what it is. It's unfortunately out of my control. But other than that, no, I enjoyed it. It was very nice.
Well, thanks again for rejoining, and then obviously back to the pro standings. If I'm not mistaken, Juan first, I think Jan would still most probably take second place if I'm
Yeah.
looking at the points.
I'm just
It's gonna
trying to
be
pull a file quickly.
it's
just
gonna
so I
be
can
tight,
edit.
and then Brandon could be. Well, he's still 40 points behind Dean. Yeah, well, even Charles the medic was having a good race, so it's been awesome. I know Jan is also asking about the points. We'll just double check the points. I'll make it official
Yeah.
tomorrow with MSA and all of the rest, and we'll do what we can do from our administration side.
Yeah.
But I think it was a good race, and thanks a lot again to Brandon and Shane keeping us on the edge of our seats for this last one. If you can only have this action from race 1 up until race 6, it would have been awesome. But unfortunately, as we know, the server, our network, and South Africa, ja, ons is maar ongelukkig hier aan die agterkant, né? But it is what it is. But thanks a lot, guys, for joining, and we are looking forward to another couple of stuff coming up. We have got PMR racing coming up. We've got a little bit more endurance on ACC with LNR, and then we've got our final season of club racing, season 4 for LNR. So again, you guys know where to find us, where to make a noise, and we'll chat to you. So thanks for everybody that was joining the race, and yeah, let's move on to the next one. Alrighty, then again, guys, thank you very much for watching. Again, thank you to our sponsors and to Simulator Cave. We are looking forward to another great year-end function, to having everybody on site, and we will be streaming it again like we did last year, complete day on YouTube. Yeah, it doesn't help me switching off my mic, eh? But yeah, looking forward to it. And again, thanks for everybody on our YouTube channel. Please like and share as much as you can. We want to hear from you, see you, meet you, and see you on track. So, Jan, yes, sorry about the DCs, brother. But like Dean said, you know, this is racing. This is South Africa, where we struggle from time to time, even if it's with the network. Never mind the traffic lights and our traffic, but even online, we do struggle. But again, thank you all, and then we will see you guys. Oh, not forget, thank you, MSA, for this event as well. We are looking forward to more events. There is definitely a couple of stuff in the pipeline. We are really going to be pushing hard so that console is still being a part of everything. We are still trying to keep this community of console alive for as long as possible. So thank you again to MSA for the start of Bathurst on the 9th of March all the way through to today's Kyalami. I think we had Red Bull had some issues also DCing and so forth, but yes, we carried on. And again, thank you for everybody that's been watching and keeping me occupied on YouTube with the chats. See you guys soon, and hopefully see you all on track very soon. We've also got League versus League. That's going to be awesome. So please join us and put the notifications on our YouTube channel for you to watch for the next one.